Reconnect with your true self. Sounds bold, right? But here's the catch. Most people aren't truly connected to who they are. We're constantly running, chasing deadlines, scrolling through endless feeds, and rarely pausing to ask, what really matters? The truth is, we're stuck in a cycle, disconnected from ourselves, and it's costing us our peace, our balance, and our happiness. Here's something you might not realize. The ancient practice of yoga holds the answers. And no, I'm not just talking about the poses you see on Instagram. Yoga is so much more. It's a philosophy, a way of living, a journey that aligns your body, mind, and spirit. It's about finding balance in the chaos, strength in vulnerability, and purpose in every breath you take. In this video, we're diving deep into the timeless wisdom of yoga, exploring its origins, its transformative teachings, and how it can completely reshape the way you live. By the end of this journey, you'll discover tools to reconnect with yourself, let go of what holds you back, and embrace a life of harmony and fulfillment. But before we get started, take a moment, like this video, and hit that subscribe button. Because what you're about to learn could be the turning point you've been searching for. Ready? Let's begin. Lesson 1. The origins of yoga, a path rooted in the Vedas. Yoga didn't start with gym mats and leggings. It began thousands of years ago, deeply woven into the fabric of ancient Indian spirituality. Back then, the Vedas, the oldest sacred texts of Hinduism, served as a guide for living in harmony with the universe. Picture this, a time when the stars were your calendar and chants carried wisdom through the air. That's where yoga took root, not as a fitness routine, but as a spiritual journey to unite the individual self with the cosmic whole. In those early days, yoga wasn't about bending or twisting your body. It was about tuning your mind. The Rig Veda, for instance, speaks of meditative practices used to connect with the divine. Think of it as humanity's first attempt to silence the noise of daily life. No smartphones, but hey, they had their own distractions. They sought clarity through focus, aligning their inner world with the rhythms of nature. Even today, the essence of this ancient wisdom applies. You don't need a mountaintop to start. Simply find a quiet corner and reflect on your intentions. Need a starting point. Try repeating a simple mantra like Om. It's been calming minds for millennia. Or if you're more action-oriented, consider journaling about what balance means to you. Yoga's origins remind us that it's not about the pose, it's about the purpose. And that's just the beginning. Ancient sages weren't done yet. They had a lot more up their sleeves, teachings that will reshape how you see action, devotion, and even wisdom itself. Ready for the next step? Let's dive deeper. Lesson 2. The Bhagavad Gita and the Paths of Yoga. The Bhagavad Gita isn't just a story. It's a spiritual manual, a timeless dialogue between a warrior and a god. Imagine standing on a battlefield, not just of war, but of life itself. That's where Arjuna, a conflicted warrior, finds himself, unsure whether to fight or flee. Enter Krishna, his divine guide, who doesn't just tell Arjuna what to do. He teaches him how to live. Krishna lays out 3 paths of yoga: Karma Yoga, the yoga of action; Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of devotion; and Jnana Yoga, the yoga of knowledge. These aren't just fancy terms, they're blueprints for how to navigate the challenges of modern life. Let's break them down. First, Karma Yoga. Ever feel like you're just going through the motions, wondering if your efforts even matter? Karma Yoga teaches that every action, no matter how small, has purpose when done without attachment to the results. Washing dishes? That's Karma Yoga if you're fully present. Helping a stranger? Same thing. It's about letting go of the "what's in it for me" mindset and embracing the process itself. Next is Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion. Now, this isn't limited to bowing in a temple. It's about dedicating your heart to something greater than yourself. For some, that's God. For others, it's a cause, a community, or even art. Bhakti reminds us that connection, true selfless connection, is what gives life meaning. Ever lose yourself in a song or a moment? That's Bhakti in action. Finally, there's Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge. This one's for the thinkers, the seekers who ask why, more times than a toddler. It's about questioning, learning, and understanding the nature of reality. And no, you don't need to be a philosopher. Start small. Read books like the Bhagavad Gita itself, or explore a topic that challenges your beliefs. Knowledge isn't just power, it's freedom. These paths aren't mutually exclusive. You can weave them together like threads in the fabric of your life. And as Krishna reminds Arjuna, yoga isn't about escaping the world. It's about engaging with it fully, wisely, and purposefully. But that's just scratching the surface. Next, we'll dive into a system so structured it could give modern self-help gurus a run for their money. Intrigued? Let's keep going. Lesson 3. Patanjali's Eightfold Path, the foundation of classical yoga. If yoga had a playbook, Patanjali's Yoga Sutras would be it. This ancient text doesn't just talk about bending your body. It outlines a roadmap for mastering your entire being. Imagine having a step-by-step guide, not just to inner peace, but to living your best life. That's what Patanjali gave us with his Eightfold Path, also known as Ashtanga Yoga. Let's break it down. The journey starts with the yamas, the moral don'ts. Think of them as life's ground rules. No lying, no stealing, no harm to others. It's like the ultimate reminder that what you put out into the world matters. Want a real-life application? Try practicing ahimsa nonviolence by speaking kindly, even during a heated argument. Words can cut deeper than swords, after all. Next come the niyamas, the dues of self-discipline. These are personal habits that shape who you are, like keeping your space clean or practicing gratitude. One niyama, Santosha contentment, challenges us to find joy in the here and now. Struggling with this? Start by listing 3 things you're grateful for today. Spoiler, it works wonders. Then we move to asanas, the postures. Yes, this is where the physical side of yoga comes in, but it's more than just stretching. Each pose is about finding balance and strength, not just in your body, but in your mind. Ever tried holding a tree pose while your thoughts race? Exactly. It teaches focus, patience, and resilience. But yoga isn't just about the body. Enter pranayama, or breath control. Breath is life, and learning to control it is like unlocking a superpower. Feeling anxious? Try simple breathing exercise. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4. You'll be amazed at how quickly it grounds you. The 5th step, pratyahara, is a game changer. It's all about withdrawing your senses, learning to turn inward in a world that constantly pulls your attention outward. Ever tried ignoring your phone notifications for an hour? That's pratyahara in action, and it's harder than it sounds. As the path continues, you reach dharana, concentration, and dhyana, meditation. These steps sharpen your focus and deepen your awareness. It's not about clearing your mind entirely. That's a myth. It's about learning to sit with yourself, even when your thoughts feel like a runaway train. Finally, there's samadhi, the ultimate goal, complete absorption, where you and the universe feel like one. It sounds lofty, but even glimpses of it, a moment of pure joy, a sense of connection, can be transformative. The Eightfold Path isn't just for ancient sages. It's for anyone seeking clarity, balance, and purpose. But we're not stopping here. Up next, we'll explore how breath itself can become a bridge between the physical and the divine. Curious? Let's keep going. Lesson 4. The role of breath, pranayama as life's vital energy. Take a moment and think about your breath. It's something we all do without a second thought, yet it holds the key to physical vitality and spiritual awakening. In yoga, This isn't just breathing, it's pranayama, the art of mastering life's vital energy. And here's the kicker, your breath mirrors your state of mind. Calm breath, calm mind. Chaotic breath, chaotic life. Pranayama goes beyond the act of inhaling and exhaling. It's about harnessing your breath to transform how you feel and think. Picture this, you're stuck in traffic, heart racing, frustration bubbling. Instead of honking away your stress, you pause and take a deep, controlled breath. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold for a moment, then exhale fully. That's pranayama in action, turning frustration into calm. There are different techniques, each with unique benefits. Take Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. It's not just for yogis and ashrams, it's a tool to balance your body and mind. Try it when you're overwhelmed. Close one nostril, breathe in through the other, then switch. It's like resetting your brain with every breath. For energy boosts, there's Kapalabhati, a rapid, forceful breathing technique. Think of it as a natural caffeine shot without the jitters. On the flip side, if you're winding down after a long day, the slow, steady rhythm of Brahmari, humming bee breath, can ease you into relaxation. The beauty of pranayama is its accessibility. No fancy equipment, no specific location required, just your breath and a little focus. Whether you're preparing for a stressful meeting, calming your mind before bed, or simply trying to stay present, pranayama is your secret weapon. And it's more than physical. In yoga philosophy, breath connects the body to the divine. It's the bridge between the tangible and the spiritual, reminding us that every inhale and exhale is sacred. But breath control is only one piece of the puzzle. Next, we'll dive into how the body and its movements align with the mind, creating a union of strength and grace. Let's explore further. Lesson 5. Hatha Yoga, the union of strength and flexibility. Yoga isn't just about sitting still or meditating under a tree. Enter Hatha Yoga, the dynamic blend of strength, flexibility, and energy. It's the form of yoga most people are familiar with today, but its roots go far deeper than fitness. Hatha Yoga is about using the body as a tool to master the mind. Think of it as a bridge, connecting the physical and the spiritual, the earthly and the divine. At its core, Hatha means force or effort, but it also represents balance, Ha sun, and the moon. These opposites reflect the dualities we all juggle: work and rest, strength and softness, action and reflection. Through physical postures, asanas, and breath control, pranayama, Hatha Yoga helps harmonize these forces, bringing balance to your life. Let's be real, life can throw us off balance. Maybe it's a tight deadline at work, or the chaos of juggling family and personal goals. Hatha Yoga teaches you to find stability amidst the storm. For instance, holding a warrior pose isn't just about building leg muscles. It's about grounding yourself, finding focus, and channeling inner strength when life gets tough. Flexibility is another hallmark of Hatha Yoga, but not just in the literal sense. Sure, you might eventually touch your toes, but the deeper lesson is mental flexibility, adapting to life's twists and turns. Ever been stuck in traffic and had to take a different route? That's flexibility in action, and yoga strengthens that ability. Take the downward dog, for example. On the surface, it's a stretch for your hamstrings and shoulders. But when you hold it, breathe into it, and focus, it becomes a meditation on patience and perseverance. Every pose in Hatha Yoga tells a story, and the beauty is you get to write your own. Hatha Yoga also emphasizes energy flow. The poses aren't just about looking good. They're about aligning your body's energy channels, or nadis. Think of it like clearing clutter from a blocked pipe. When the flow improves, so does your vitality, focus, and mood. The best part? You don't need to be a contortionist to start. Even simple poses like the child's pose or the mountain pose can bring profound calm and clarity. Start where you are, with what you have, and let your practice grow naturally. But what happens when you let go of the physical entirely and dive into deeper aspects of the mind and spirit. That's where the next step in our journey takes us. Let's go there. Lesson 6. The philosophy of non-attachment, aparigraha. We live in a world obsessed with more. More money, more possessions, more followers. Sound familiar? But here's the thing, the more we cling, the heavier life feels. That's where the concept of aparigraha, or non-attachment, steps in. It's a core teaching in yoga philosophy that invites us to let go of what doesn't serve us, both physically and mentally. Non-attachment doesn't mean giving up everything and moving to a mountaintop. It's about changing your mindset, recognizing that possessions, outcomes, and even relationships shouldn't define your worth. Imagine decluttering your closet, not just to make space, but to realize that a simpler life can actually bring more joy. That's aparigraha in action. Here's a real-life example. Ever felt overwhelmed by your phone constantly buzzing? Practicing aparigraha could mean setting boundaries, turning off notifications, or limiting screen time. By letting go of the need to always be connected, you reclaim your peace and focus. Non-attachment also extends to our emotions. Think about how often we cling to past mistakes or future worries. Aparigraha teaches us to release those mental weights. Try this. Next time a regret or fear pops up, acknowledge it, but don't let it stay rent-free in your mind. A helpful mantra. This too shall pass. Even in relationships, aparigraha offers wisdom. It doesn't mean loving less. It means loving without trying to control. When you stop holding people to impossible expectations, you allow genuine connection to flourish. The truth is, attachment keeps us chained, and aparigraha hands us the key to freedom. Start small. Donate an item you no longer use, journal about a habit you're ready to release, or spend a day practicing gratitude for what you have instead of chasing what you don't. But this journey doesn't end with letting go. There's a deeper layer, a transformative practice that connects everything we've explored so far. Let's uncover that next. Lesson 7. Meditation and the path to moksha. Meditation, some people think it's about sitting in silence, trying to think of nothing. But true meditation is far more profound. In the world of yoga, it's a doorway to moksha, the ultimate liberation. Imagine freedom, not just from stress, but from the endless cycle of wanting, striving, and feeling stuck. That's what moksha represents, a release from the limitations of the mind and the constraints of life itself. The practice of meditation is like training for the soul. Think of your mind as a restless monkey, jumping from thought to thought. Meditation doesn't tame the monkey by force. It gently guides it, offering focus and stillness. Even 5 minutes of mindful breathing can create ripples of peace that last all day. Here's the beauty of meditation. It meets you where you are. Feeling overwhelmed? Try a guided meditation to calm your racing thoughts. Need clarity? Focus on your breath and observe each inhale and exhale. Want to connect with something greater? Visualize light or energy flowing through you, aligning your mind and spirit. Meditation isn't just about escape. It's about engagement. It teaches you to witness life as it unfolds, without clinging to what's good or resisting what's bad. In practical terms, this might look like pausing before reacting to a frustrating email or savoring the simple joy of a morning coffee without scrolling through your phone. And here's the kicker. Meditation opens the door to moksha, but it's not about reaching a final destination. It's about the journey itself. Each moment spent meditating is a step toward freedom, a freedom that's available to anyone willing to sit, breathe, and be present. How does all of this tie back to the world we live in today? The final lesson reveals how these timeless teachings remain deeply relevant, guiding us through modern challenges. Let's continue. Lesson 8. The timeless relevance of yoga today. If yoga began thousands of years ago, why does it still resonate today? The truth is, while the world has changed, the human experience hasn't. We still face stress, uncertainty, and the search for meaning. Yoga, with its timeless wisdom, remains a guide, not just for ancient sages, but for anyone navigating modern life. Take stress, for example. Deadlines, endless notifications, and the constant pressure to do it all can leave anyone feeling overwhelmed. Yoga offers a counterbalance. Whether it's the physical grounding of a simple child's pose, the mental clarity of pranayama, or the emotional release of meditation, yoga teaches us to pause, reset, and realign. And then there's the quest for connection. In a world dominated by screens, it's easy to feel isolated. Yoga reminds us of the importance of unity within ourselves, with others, and with the universe. This might look like practicing gratitude daily, engaging in mindful conversations, or simply spending time in nature without distractions. Yoga's relevance goes beyond individual well-being. Its principles like non-attachment, mindfulness, and ethical living can shape how we interact with the world. Imagine if more of us practiced ahimsa nonviolence, not just in actions, but in words and thoughts. Or if we embraced santosha contentment, finding joy in what we have instead of chasing what we don't. The beauty of yoga is that it's adaptable. Whether you're an entrepreneur seeking focus, a parent craving patience, or someone simply wanting to feel more at peace, yoga offers tools that fit your life. It's not about doing every pose perfectly or meditating for hours. It's about small, intentional steps that create lasting impact. But here's the thing, yoga isn't just a practice. It's a way of living. And as you've seen throughout these lessons, its wisdom reaches every corner of life, guiding us toward balance, peace, and purpose. The question is, how will you apply it? Let's explore that together as we tie everything we've learned into a cohesive path forward. Now that you've explored the depths of yoga's timeless wisdom, it's time to ask yourself, what's stopping you from applying these lessons? Is it the noise of daily life, the fear of starting, or maybe just the thought that these teachings are too ancient to be relevant? Here's the truth. Yoga isn't about changing who you are. It's about discovering who you've always been beneath the clutter and distractions. Start small. Whether it's taking 5 mindful breaths in the morning, practicing gratitude before bed, or letting go of one attachment that no longer serves you, every step counts. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight, but every small action brings you closer to balance and freedom. So, which practice will you start today? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and journey. And if you're ready to dive even deeper, don't miss out on the Bhagavad Gita, one of the most profound guides to yoga and life itself. It's incredibly affordable on Amazon, and the link is waiting for you in the pinned comment below. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a chance to expand your mind and spirit. And if this video resonated with you, click on the card to continue exploring the next step in this transformative journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, breathe deeply, stay present, and keep seeking.